What's good, YouTube? SlimTv here to put in a good word or two. Today I want to talk about you are surrounded by wisdom, but you refuse to tap in. See, the number one way to avoid making huge life mistakes is simply by gaining wisdom. And one of the best ways to gain wisdom is to seek it from others. Seek it from people who are older than you. Seek it from people that have been through many, many circumstances and that have seen, the ups and downs of life. And when you do this, when you seek wisdom from others, it is going to destroy the pride within you. One of the number one killers of self-improvement is going to be pride. Because see, even when you feel like you've gotten to a good spot, maybe you have, achieved a nice physique in the gym. Maybe you have, got the car that you wanted. You did this, you do that, and you're starting to see your life take an upwards turn. But then you become prideful and you stop doing the things that got you there in the first place. You forsake the basics. And see, when you humble yourself enough to find maybe a mentor, just find, an older person to talk to and to guide you and to give you wisdom, give you little life tidbits, it is going to slowly but surely destroy the pride and keep your pride at bay, because you're always going to be learning something new. And you're putting a little bit of your trust into somebody else. You're putting a little bit of your faith into somebody else, and you're saying, I believe in you enough to the point that I would want to listen to you. I want to listen to you talk. I want to listen to what you have to say. See, back in my old job, I had a really good friend, man, and I used to talk to him every day. And maybe he didn't realize this, but every time I talked to him, he was about 70, 72, I would learn something new just by talking to him, because he would always be spitting game, spitting knowledge. And maybe he didn't realize that he was doing that because of how old he was. So when you get older, you just kind of get used to, just talking about life in general anyway. Having an older person around to, guide you it's like one of the biggest life hacks you could have, because you literally have a life guidebook. Now, is what that person says true 100% of the time? No. And by having someone that is older and that is kind of helping you throughout life, is that going to stop life problems from happening? No. But what that is going to do is going to help negate and minimize problems. When you have a problem coming your way, or when you see something coming your way, you're going to remember, oh yeah, he said do this. And maybe you're not going to do that exact thing, but you're going to take a variation of it and do it your way. At the end of the day, you still took his advice, even if you didn't do it to a T, right? Another way to constantly improve your wisdom is simply read books. See, we have access to the minds of people from 100+ years ago. But instead of doing that, we want to be on the game 24/7. We want to do what we want to do 24/7, instead of, again, humbling ourselves, putting away that pride, and actually deciding to up our knowledge. I mean, you guys, we've all heard the saying, knowledge is power. And that is completely true. When you have the knowledge to navigate different situations, you are now in a better position in again, most situations. But yeah, by reading books, you're going to enhance your mind. You're going to retain knowledge and facts. You never know what little knowledge from these books are going to help you in the long run, right? See, reading books is also going to help you articulate yourself 10 times better. I know a lot of you guys have problems, trying to communicate and stuff, but you see, in order to communicate better, you have to be able to read better, right? And you have to be able to retain the knowledge and you retain the words. So by reading books, you are not only gaining knowledge, but you are also going to learn to communicate yourself to others way better. When you go up to a chick that you like, after I'm not making any false promises here. I'm not telling you guys, after reading one book, you're gonna start talking to chicks better. But I mean, over a period of time, after reading a book after reading books for maybe a good year or so, you're just gonna start to notice you're starting to say words that you never even thought you knew before. You're gonna start talking to people in general just better. Your communication is just going to skyrocket because you are taking the time to feed your brain what it needs to improve its communication. By reading a book, you can effectively say that you are studying the English dialect. Okay, I sound like a super smart ass. I mean, English dialect just means, you know, the English language, all right, or how you say English. But anyway, yeah. So with all that being said, guys, don't be afraid to look for wisdom. Looking for wisdom is going to just improve your life in so many ways. Seek and ye shall find. You must seek the wisdom. You must seek your improvement. Seek it. It's going to improve your life tenfold. Because we cannot maneuver throughout this life without learning how to communicate. And we cannot maneuver throughout this life without having the wisdom to pass down to our children, or the wisdom to pass down to people who may need it. But yeah, guys, like, subscribe, share, and comment. I love you guys. Peace.